morning, my name is Stuart Barron. I'm the Executive Director of Public Works and Engineering for the City of Kerrville. As part of my job responsibilities is managing the city's water supply, along with a lot of other capable people. The Texas Hill Country is said to be an area of continuous drought with occasional flooding. Well, we've seen a lot more drought lately than we've seen flooding. And what we're here today to talk about is our water supply and what we can do to prolong our water supply and how we're going to manage that in the future. Luckily, our citizens have been very good about conservation. Conservation is the most important piece of our water management for us. Follow our drought stages, and they do what the city, for the most part, do what the city is asking them to do. So you may say, how much water does the city use every day, and where does it come from? Currently, we use around 3 million gallons a day. That water comes from 4 different sources. One is the run-of-the-river water. That's the water that's flowing over the dam right now. The white water you see behind me in the state of Texas says that we can take that out at a certain volume at a certain time of the year. Another source of water is Nimitz Lake itself, which is the ponding water behind the dam. We have about 840 acre-feet of water that we can use back there during drier times, and we can pump that all the way down, and that's water that's allocated to the state or permitted to the City of Kerrville from the state. A third source of water is ASR water. We take the surface water, treat in excess of what we need during these colder months like we are today, and we'll store it down in an aquifer to the tune of about 500,000 to 1.5 million gallons a day, depending on what demand is. And then we store it and pull that back out when the river flow isn't as high as it is. And then our fourth source of water is groundwater. It looks just like our ASR system, but it's actually pumping native groundwater, and we're permitted by the Headwaters District as to how much water we can pump. A fifth source of water that's non-potable is called our reuse pond, and it's over on Spur 98. We have about 98 million gallons of water stored in there. The reason that's important to the city is that for every gallon of reuse water that those customers use is groundwater that we're conserving. So we use the wastewater, the water that comes out of our wastewater plant, we clean it, treat it to a quality of water that you can put on your golf courses, you can put on your playing fields, you can put on your ball fields, and you can grow grass with it. It's perfect for that. And we don't have to demand on groundwater for that. So that's kind of the sources that the city uses. We've all worked together to build all this infrastructure and all these components. Knowing that conservation is the highest and best practice for us, we still build the rest of this system so that we can continue to live here during these droughts. So with that, we ask that you continue to conserve so that our families and our children can continue to live here as long as they want. Thank you.